June 18, paper 1, 2, question number 3. In this question, you can use a vector triangle or resolving. However, I will suggest to go with resolving because resolving can make this question easier. So, if we find components of 6, they will be, one of the components will be 6 cos of 40, and the other component will be 6 sine of 40. Now, if you look for the value of 6 cos of 40, it will be, as I have calculated, it's 4.59, or you can say it's 4.6. So this is 4.6 Newton. And if you calculate the other component, that is 6 sine of 40, it is 3 point almost 86. So it is 3.86 and newtons. Now, vertically, the resultant will become 10 is upwards and 4.6 is downwards. So vertically, we get 10 minus 4.6, that would be 5.4 Newton. This is vertically upwards. And horizontally, we have 3.86. Now, if we add the horizontal and vertical, for example, for us, F vertical is 5.4 Newton and F horizontal is, as you see, 3.86 Newton. Now the resultant of this vertical and horizontal will be, the resultant of this horizontal and this vertical would be this vector. This would be its angle. Now we need to calculate the F and the angle theta. F will be equal to 5.4 square plus 3.86 square and under root of this. So if we calculate this, it will be 5.4 square plus 3.86 square and under root of answer, it gives 6.6. So it is 6.6 Newtons. And for angle, we will go with tan of theta will be equal to 3.86 over 5.4. So it will be theta is equal to tan inverse of 3.86 over 5.4. So what we'll get, it is 3.86 divided by, as you see, 5.4, and it is 0.71. So tan inverse of 0.71. The answer is 35.5 degrees. So it's almost 36 degrees. So this should be the answer. So this is our answer. And if you want to use the head to tail method instead of resolving, then with the head to tail method, you have to go with, you will draw one vector on the head of the other vector, and then you will find the magnitude of the resultant. The idea would be, if you go with the head to tail method, then obviously on the head of 6 Newton, you have to draw 10 Newton, or on the head of 10 Newton, you can draw 6 Newton. For example, if this is 6 Newtons, and if this angle is 40, then this angle will also be 40, and this vector is 10 Newtons. So this is 10 Newtons, this is 6 Newton, and the resultant would be here. Now we have to find the angle of the resultant and the value of the resultant. This F will be equal to 10 square plus, we are applying cos rule basically, 10 square plus 6 square minus 2 into 10 into 6 into cos of 40. And for angle theta, we will be doing, but first we should calculate the magnitude of F. That is 10 square plus 6 square minus 2 times of 60 into cos of 40. And the answer that we have achieved, it's 45, and we have to take under root of this. So under root of the answer will be 6 points. It's 6.6. Now, if we are using the sine rule, it will be sine of theta, and opposite to theta, we have side 6 over 6 will be equal to sine of 40 over 6.6. So it will become sine of theta is equal to sine of 40 divided by 6.6 into 6. It will give us sine of 40 divided by 6.6 and then multiplied by 6, and we have to take sine inverse of the answer. So this is 35.75, which is almost 36 degrees. So D is the answer, whether you are using resolution of vectors or you're using head to tail method.